well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a lower live free sports mix for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Big Dogs and Sports Chat Plays. Let's take a peek at who will be on the show with us here for today. All right, with us is Sean Murphy with us. Been red hot. Shane Mickle, Alex Smart, Jay Briggs. Been hot in preseason football this year. Looking forward to this Thursday, Friday, Saturday action and Sunday. Big Al McMordie. We've got Millz Young, and here's how they will line up for this evening. We've got Smart, Murphy, McMordie, Mickle, Young, Briggs, and I will close this one out. All right, we've got a mix of baseball here. We've got a CFL here pick on the show, as well as a couple from NFL preseason football. We have double coverage on the Texans 49ers side in total from our handicapper, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Limited card for Major League Baseball here, as usual, here on a Thursday. But now we got some sports to fill up the lineup, so we'll get you guys picks up for you here on the show. It looks like we've got about 6 games here in the prime time from Major League Baseball, and of course we got those 2 NFL and a CFL we'll have for you as well. So let's go ahead, let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Alex Smart. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place, where he does great work up there, coming off a great football season last year. So let's go ahead and bring Alex in right now. Alex, what's happening?
Great, Tony. We're going to attack some CFL action tonight. We're going to take a side play. We're going to look at a Winnipeg team. Probably, in my opinion, the best team in the entire Canadian Football League, but they are off a loss in Week 10, the first loss of the season, 2017, to the Montreal Alouettes of all teams, and they looked a little bit tired. Now they're off a bye week, ready to come back here with a strong performance, I'm betting, and, they've already covered twice against Calgary this year and covered this line both times. Average margin of victory, or the average margin differential, score differential for Winnipeg games is 8.5. So they're not asking anything of an extraordinary favorite line here for us to cover. And I don't know how much they're dealing here, what the lines makers are really taking into consideration. I can see the basics of what they're trying to do, but the line looks bad. Now, at the same time, how often do the lines makers make a mistake? Well, not very often. So I'm just looking at a small edge here. I'm looking for a touchdown win, and I'm going with the Bombers. Like I said, they're going to be rested off a bye week, a little pissed off after an embarrassing loss to a team they shouldn't have lost to, and a team that they have had success against so far this year. So we're going to go with Calgary, and we're going to lay the points.
All right, we got Winnipeg here. Winnipeg laying the points here, 4.5 in this one. I do see a 1-4 one really sharp book here. So yeah, you probably see it too. It's still shaking your head, and why? We obviously will go ahead and say it's bookmaker here. A lot of sharp players there. What do you think? What do you think is going on there?
I don't think there's a book player error at all. I mean, a lines maker's error or book error at all, and there rarely ever is of any substantial amount. So I think what they're taking into consideration Winnipeg's first loss, taking into consideration some possible injury scenarios that we're not 100% aware of, because, like I said, this is a small market, a small league, and the sharp bettors are aware a lot of times of some situations that I may pass on or another sharp bettor may pass on, and so that's what you're looking at. So be wary here, and but at the same time, feel confident in laying some points.
All right, we've got here Alex here on Winnipeg laying 4.5 against Calgary. This one will have a start time here of 8:30 Eastern time. This one out here you could watch over on ESPN+. All right, Alex, let's click over at Pick Dogs Pim here for tonight. As you covered the CFL, we do have 6 games in prime time here for Major League Baseball, 2 from preseason NFL. Showing great results over the last 7 days. Top unit producer in the NFL last season with 1,934 units of profit. This is day 1 of 4 straight preseasons here from the NFL before we get the bye week and then the start of the regular season. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, I had one afternoon play with the St. Louis Cardinals that was successful, and yesterday was a blip in a current good run that I had, but I came back today, and I'll continue on in this weekend. We're going to look at some more Major League Baseball tomorrow with a bigger card on board, and we've got some college football for Saturday. And this week I did decide that I'm just going to skip on the National Football League, add some numbers up, look at different charts that I've been putting together during the preseason. This is a they always say this is where teams come out to play in week 3, But because of that, I'll get a better scope on what's going on. And instead of laying money and hoping for the best, I'll save that money, get a better picture of what's going on here going forward, and add to my projections for the upcoming season. So
all right,
that's where I'm at.
That's where he's at. Get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs Premium. See the numbers here over the last 7 days. Has been doing well here. 248 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. Also, the top unit producer in NFL. We are just, that's right, 2 weeks away, right? Next week's the bye week. And the following week is that Thursday night game between the Bills and Rams. So it's coming. It won't be too long when we get an NFL Week 1 football here. So get on board with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs Premium. He does have a play up there right now. He's right away in action. He's showing you the game. He's going to help here and show you the game. Charlotte and FAU. He does have a side blast up there. So get on board here as Alex will be in action here for Saturday's college football. Also going to show you his game. He's showing you the game here with Nebraska and Northwestern. Another individual play up there. So get on board. Remember, these are all credit guarantee. They must win or else the amount is entered back into your account for site credits. So check that out there with individual plays here from Alex Smart here from college football. Of course, you can go with the long-term passes with NFL starting in 2 weeks. Why not get that 1 month all sports here from Alex? Get all of Alex's NFL plays here for the first, we're looking for this 2 weeks of the season here when you get that 1 month all sports pass, as well as all his baseball, all his college football, because we got into week 0. Of course, you'll get those 2 plays that he has posted right now over at Pick Dogs Premium from college football. So a good time to get on board. Don't forget the baseball in there as well. And again, you can use the promo code OG15 at checkout. That will save you 15% off. Remember that Alex Smart, the top unit producer at Pick Dogs from 2021 in NFL, 1,934 units of profits. We're 2 weeks away from the start of the NFL season. So a good time to get on board with that 1 month all sports pass. All right, Alex, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again next week.
I just want to give a thumbs up to all the great handicappers we have on the site, the great work they've done in preseason. And I am skipping, so go out there and look for the superstars on the site that have really made some money for everybody during preseason. And everybody have a great weekend. Take care.
We're going to win, Alex said, of course, 2 weeks away. All right, buddy, have a great weekend. Alex Smart here on the drive-thru. Let's continue our coverage here. Let's bring on aboard here Sean Murphy. I'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We get some NFL coverage here. We'll bring him in. You'll find him. He's doing great work over at Pick Dogs. Check out his numbers. He's been red hot in baseball of late. Also see him atop of the leaderboards over at Pick Dogs. So let's bring in Sean right now. We will have double coverage on this 49ers and Texans game, and Sean will come in here with a side here. Sean, what's happening?
Hey, Tony. How's it going tonight?
It's going great. All right, here we go. 8 Eastern time tonight. 49ers here on the road against the Texans. Unfortunately, we don't have that -4 anymore. It's been down to 2.5 here with a total of 40.
Yeah, that's what we need to talk about, the line movement here, because when I sent this play along to you this morning, you could have gotten a +3.5, +4 with the Texans. Now we're looking at 2.5s pretty much across the board here. So a little less value here with Houston, but I'm still willing to take a shot with them here tonight in this home game against the 49ers. I guess we could call it a nationally televised game. It's the first Amazon Prime game in their kind of deal they have here, so a little preseason special there. I think we saw an overreaction here during the week to kind of push this line up to around +4, +3.5. Kyle Shanahan came out and said the 49ers starters would play a half at the most. I think people kind of took that as they're going to be out there for a full half regardless. I just don't know if that's going to be the case here. You can never really take the word as it is in the preseason here. We have to kind of wait and see. I wouldn't be shocked to see the Niners starters play, a quarter, maybe the first series into the second quarter. And even if they do play the first full half, there's no guarantee they're going to put more than a touchdown on the board here. We look at 2 weeks ago, it was the first time we saw Trey Lance and the starters play. They had two offensive drives to start the game. The first one, they started right around midfield and they ended up settling for a 50-yard field goal. Second drive, we saw Trey Lance got sacked. Then we saw a short pass completion. And then there was just a defensive breakdown by the Packers that led to a 76-yard touchdown. So I think those numbers are a little bit inflated for what we saw from Trey Lance and the offense in that first game 2 weeks ago. Last week they didn't play at all. So here they go up against the Texans team that's actually, I believe, only given up 2 offensive touchdowns through the first 2 games. They've held those 2 opponents to 33 points in total. the 2 touchdowns they gave up went for less than 10 yards. So they're kind of playing. I think they're playing more of a safer defense here, but fundamentally sound here in the preseason. I just don't see Houston giving up a ton here. And to that point, we've also we had the Texans come out and say that their starters are going to play a lot more in this game, whatever that means. So we'll see. We'll see if maybe they kind of stay on the field as long as the Niners starters stay on as well. So, and the last point on this one, I think both teams probably have an interest in keeping the ball on the ground, maybe potentially shortening this game. And I just think that works in the favor of the underdog here, grabbing the points. Obviously, a little more when it was north of a field goal of +3.5, +4, but. We'll take the 2.5 here. We'll take a shot with the Texans. Obviously, I'm not going too heavy on any of these preseason games. I think I've had just one premium play on the preseason so far, so not going heavy, but I will recommend a play on the Texans here in this TV game here tonight.
All right, we got Sean here on the Houston Texans +2.5 here against San Francisco 49ers. You know, Lovie Smith is an old school coach. And when they said dress rehearsal back in the old school, that was you come out for the third quarter, right? Because you want to get yourself in shape. So we'll see if he's still old school and get those Texans here playing in the third quarter. But also, too, I want to make note here of Millz is a capable quarterback. I think there's the backups here have NFL experience here for the Texans here. And Kyle Allen and Driscoll, everyone's saying, "Oh, Allen's a backup," but we know in the NFL there's no certain that Allen's going to win the backup position. Someone may be interested in him, and maybe they get a draft pick. Maybe they'll insert Driscoll up. Driscoll has something to play for, I think, in this game.
Yeah, I think sometimes these bad teams, these teams that or people carry a reputation as being a bad team, sometimes they have a few more jobs open, and we see a little more competition with the backups, and the players tend to play a little harder. I'm actually a little higher on the Texans than most, and it really doesn't matter here in the preseason. But Davis Mills proved to be a much better quarterback last year than I think most expected when they saw him kind of get thrown into the fire there early in the season. He held up pretty well, and they still, Brandon Cooks. We haven't really seen him in the preseason, but he's a capable receiver. Damian Pierce, we've heard good things about him in the backfield. So, I don't mind the Texans as a bit of a kind of sneaky underdog play. Maybe once we get going in the season here. As for tonight, we'll just hope that they put up a fight just as they have in the first 2 games. And again, the Niners are 2-0. There's nothing really to play for here in this game other than to get some legs under them before the start of the season. So, with that in mind, we'll grab the points.
And the 49ers have been a team that's been hit hard by injuries as well, to the quarterback position, to the defense. Yeah. So I can see a little bit of caution on their side here coming in. Let's get out of this game. Let's just get out of here, and we already know who our quarterback is.
Well, exactly, yeah. Keep it on the ground, just shorten this game, and I think that just plays into the favor of the underdog.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Texans here +2.5 against the 49ers, and this one will have a start time here of 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Sean, let's go over at Pick Dogs Premium here for tonight. As we said, 6 games to the board here from Major League Baseball, CFL, 2 NFL preseason games as well, doing great work over the past 30 days, 1,125 units of profit. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, so I've got 3 MLB plays tonight up on the board. You can pick those up individually or the 3-game package, which is obviously a much better value. And, of course, the best value is to hop on board maybe for a week or a month. Pretty excited about the start of college football here on Saturday. I've got 2 plays posted there, including my total of the month, which will go on Saturday. So looking forward to that. And then, of course, we've got next week, starting on Thursday, we get the full slate of college football, and then a week from that, we get NFL going. So, it's a good time to grab a month, kind of try things out, and see if I can make some money for you here in the first month of the season.
That's right, guys. Got to with Sean Murphy over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see numbers 1,125 units of profit last 30 days documented. That means his plays are transparent. You can go over to Sean's handicapper page, go down to Pick History. You can see all the plays that he's posted. Every play is graded here immediately on the site. So you can see the wins, losses, pushes on the board. He totals up to 1,125 units of profit last 30 days on the board tonight. Well, on the 6-game card, Sean has 3 best bets from Major League Baseball on the board. You can get on board with those. Credit guarantee. Also, Sean is already in action here with college football, total of the month here, as well as a total dominator right now from the Saturday card here from college football. Also, individual plays here from Major League Baseball. A lot of action here from Sean Murphy here with his a 3-pack here from Major League Baseball, also offered individually. Of course, he's already in action here with his college football plays here. A couple more, at least, on the board right now. And, of course, as Sean was saying, probably a good time to get these long-term passes, right? the 1 month all sports pass to get you all of Sean's plays here from Major League Baseball for 30 days, college football for the first 3 weeks, including week 0 here on Saturday. Of course, the NFL for the first 2 weeks. Remember, the NFL week 1 begins here 2 weeks from today. That will be the Bills-Rams, that Thursday night game, right? So we're on Thursday tonight. In 2 weeks, we get right into the games here. So that 1 month all sports pass will serve you well here from Sean Murphy. You can use the promo code AUG15, AUG15, and that will save you 15% off at checkout. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. You can add Sean here with Big Al, with James Clark, who's been on fire, with Brian. You can do Shane Mickle, Alex Smart. 2-for-1 cap promotion, your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Sean, as always, great having you show. Keep up that great work, and we'll talk with you again next week.
All right, Tony, thanks for fitting me in on Thursday.
You got it. Sean Murphy here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue our coverage. Those of you that just joined us, reminder, stay tuned for the recap. We'll do a complete recap here of the show. Let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. Let's go and welcome in Big Al McMordie. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, off to another great 2022 campaign after the top unit producer here over at Pick Dogs in 2021. He's been on fire, and we're coming right into the football season. So let's bring in Big Al right now. I think we're ready to roll here with Big Al McMordie. Big Al, how's it going?
Had to turn on the microphone. I'm okay, Tony. How are you? How was your vacation?
My vacation was great. Love it going up to the Eastern Sierras. Always a great time up there. All right, Big Al, 8 Eastern time. We're going to look at this one between the Astros and Twins. Houston here at -165. The total sits at 8.5 runs.
Yeah, you know, the Twins have now lost 5 straight games. In those 5 defeats, they've scored 3, 0, 1, 2, and 3 runs. So that pretty much explains why they're not winning. They've also lost the last 7 games that Chris Archer has started, but they scored 3 runs or less in 6 of those 7 games. The good news for Minnesota tonight, Tony, is that they're going to go up against Luis Garcia. When you take a look at Garcia's last 8 games and how many runs the Astros have given up, in those 8 games, they've been giving up runs in bunches. 5, 5, 4, 3, 5, 5, 5, and 7 runs for an average of 4.87 runs per game. So I have no doubt that Minnesota is going to score some runs in this game, and I think that's going to be the difference in why they're going to finally break this losing streak. Both Chris Archer's 7-game losing streak in his starts, as well as Minnesota's 5-game losing streak overall. So I like Minnesota plus $1.50. All
right, we got Big Al here. Going to go here with the Minnesota Twins here, the underdog here at +145 in this one. And actually, let me go ahead and get the number up for you guys one more time. Let's see. I think we went right here. We go. Twins here at +145 here against the Houston Astros. Yeah, you know, the Houston bullpen once really solid. Oh, they've had some little rough sketches here of late.
Yeah, they have. I mean, obviously they've got a great team, but and in the playoffs they're going to be really dangerous because Luis Garcia probably won't be starting very many games in the playoffs. They'll just go with their top 3 pitchers. But this is a great spot I think for Minnesota, and I just the line actually opened up a lot higher. It's come down. I think a lot of the sharp money is on Minnesota in this game, so it's a good price, good luck underdog tonight.
Yeah, look at this here. The opening line here was -220, and it might have been a U.S. sportsbook here. And then I've seen as low as -147 over at the Westgate in Vegas. That's quite a line move there.
Yeah, I think the opener sort of reflected Archer's losing streak, Minnesota's losing streak, and I just think people finally just realized that it was just too inflated.
To inflate there. Twins +145 here against the Astros. This one will have a start time here of 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Big Al, let's go over at Pick Dogs Premium here for tonight. Again, a stellar 2022, 2,763 units of profit for 2022 year. Of course, tonight we got 6 games on the board here for Major League Baseball in the primetime hour, 2 preseason football. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I've got a baseball play tonight. It's a mound mismatch massacre. Really good situation. It's out of 2 situations that combine for a 72-26 record. So it's a nice play in baseball. I've also already posted my college football game of the month for August. That, of course, goes Saturday. But people can jump on board now before the line moves, which I expect that it will on Saturday. And then, of course, the best deal of all is to join for a week or for a month or for a season, and also to team me up with one of the other champion handicappers here at Pick Dogs.
That's right, guys. Got on board with Big Al McMordie over at Pick Dogs Premium. 2,763 units of profit for 2022. All document. You can verify that going to Al's handicapper page and go down to pick history. Tonight on the board, Big Al does have a play here from Major League Baseball called his Mound Mismatch Massacre, but he's already in action here with college football. His game of the month up there for that Saturday card. Or if you prefer, you can go long-term with Big Al. That 1 month all sports pass will get you all the Big Al's plays here from Major League Baseball for 30 days, as well as college football the first 3 weeks here as we start week 0. NFL, remember NFL begins 2 weeks from today with that the Bills and Rams game here that Thursday night start. So good time to get on board. Of course, if you like to get the long-term passes, Big Al, I know you have a season pass in NFL and college football, but that 1 year pass is probably your best value. And boy, again, your performance in football over the years has been outstanding.
Yeah, the 1 year pass is definitely the way to go because it also includes 12 months of basketball, so that's NBA and college basketball, 12 months of hockey, get some horse racing as well. But if folks are weekend warriors, if they really just want to play football only, then why not? And I've had a lot of success in football, as you know, Tony, over the years. I've won the last 10 NFL seasons in a row. I've won most of the college football seasons as well. College and pro combined, the last 30 years, 22 winning seasons of the last 30 combined, NFL and college. So, there's a very good chance I'll put money in your pocket this year. So join for the season. That's your best bet.
Yeah, join for the season includes all postseason, bowl games, playoff games. So get on board Big Al's 1 year all sports pass. It was your best value there. Or NCAA and NFL pass. Just go down on his handicapper page. You'll see those plays up there. And don't forget the August promo here, AUG15 at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. So get signed up with Big Al this football season. All right, Al, it's always great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you again next week. But I know you also contribute to the weekend shows.
Yeah, Saturdays and Sundays. So this Saturday we got college football finally starting, so there should be a lot to talk about finally.
Finally, indeed, it's here. All right, Big Al, have a great weekend. We'll talk next week.
Thanks, Tony. Good luck to you.
You got it. Big Al McMordie here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on. We're seeing a lot of people sign in right now. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, stay tuned because we will do a recap here at the end of the show. And we never miss the recap. We always get the recap in. Let's continue on here on the show. Let's go ahead and welcome in Shane Mickle. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, where he does great work there. Also coming off a really good NFL and college football season last year. So let's come in and bring in Shane here with our first, with another baseball pick. I think we've got Shane ready to roll here. Let's bring it in right now. Shane Mickle, what's happening?
How's it going tonight, Tony?
Oh, it's going great. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern time. We have the Mets. Boy, look at this number. The Mets here hosting the Rockies. Mets now up to what? -425. Total of 7.
Yeah, this is a wild number here for the Mets. But I'm gonna look at this game a different way. I'm gonna look here at the total, and I think this total is just a little bit too low. Ryan Feltner's on the mound for the Rockies, and he's been awful. I know he was better in his last start, but most starts when he's in. He's giving up 4 or 5 runs, only going 4 or 5 innings. And I think with the Mets offense, the way their bats are, a little streaky, but they have the offense where they can just crush it out of Citi Field here, and I think that's what they do. Now on the other side, of course, is DeGrom, who has mostly been lights out this year, but he hasn't been as dominant as the years past. There's been a few. It seems like he has 1 or 2 bad pitches a game, usually a home run that lets up 2 or 3 runs in a game. He's given up at least 2 runs in 2 of his last 3 games. Another point about DeGrom here is he's not going over much more than 6 innings. They're clearly saving him for the playoffs, so they're keeping him right around 6, maybe the 7 innings. But that also gives a little bit of chance for the Rockies to get some runs off the Mets bullpen here. I think they do that, and I like the over.
All right, we got Shane here going over in this one, over the total here of 7 in this game between the New York Mets and the Colorado Rockies. Yeah, Feltner here on the mound. You're going to face this pretty good lineup here from the New York Mets, and we'll see how well he does. Although his ERA here for Feltner has been kind of rough here, over 6. But we know here that this Mets team has been pretty solid here against right-handers, and of course at home where they played well. But they are coming off that long road trip.
Yeah, coming off of a road trip, but the last road trip wasn't. The last stretch of that road trip was in New York. They're coming off the off day, so it's not like they had to fly home. They had to sleep in their own beds Tuesday night, I guess. Had yesterday off, so they should be coming into this game pretty well rested, and also that lineup is pretty healthy right now. So they should be fully loaded in this game going against Feltner, who it wouldn't surprise me if this is a game where the Mets scored 8 runs or 9 runs by themselves, but with Lang minus 400, you have to bet it all the way to almost minus 4.5, maybe 3.5, to get plus money there. There's no way you're going to see me doing that. So I think the better way is taking the over, counting on the Rockies to get a few runs here, and this game going over.
Yeah, the Rockies bullpen here, an ERA of 5.52 on the road, so it's not just at home where they can't perform it. Any thoughts here of maybe a team total with the Mets instead of trying to count on the Rockies to get runs on the board?
Yeah, I mean that definitely is a good way to look at it too. If that's what you're more comfortable, I'm not a huge team total guy. I guess I've never been. I either like to bet both teams either over or under the counting on both teams. So, but yeah, I definitely, you can't go wrong. I don't think with betting that team total with the Mets over either.
Yeah, no, got it there, no doubt here. Okay, we got the Mets and Rockies over a total of 7. This one will have a start time here of 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. We're looking great here over the past 7 days. 427 units of profit. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs. Really a great 2021 in NFL and college football. Look at these results here from Shane. 810 units in NFL last year, 789 in college football. So football's in the air. So we have preseason in action tonight, 3 games from the NFL preseason, 6 games from Major League Baseball in primetime. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, most of my games 2 of my games went off the board already, but we still have 1 game left up there. It's my top play for the night for $29.99. It's no better time than now to hop on that long-term pass. Get that month pass. You get all my college football for the next month, all the NFL, all the MLB, all my MMA, every sport that comes out for the next month. Or I do still have that season pass, my combined college football NFL pass for $899. The results speak for themselves last year. I plan on doing that type of results in both the sports again. So long-term is definitely the way to go.
All right, long-term, no doubt, guys. Get on board here with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs Premium. See the numbers here, 427 units of profit the last 7 days. That is all documented. Again, come off a great college and NFL pro football season last year. So good time to get on board with Shane. He does have a Thursday night MLB top play on the board at $29. Credit guarantee must win or the amount is credited back into your account or site credit. So that's what credit guarantee means, and that applies to a lot of the all the individual plays as well as the one-off packages. The long-term passes do not, because they're already sold at a discount. Speaking of the long-term passes, guys, get on board with Shane here with the long-term passes. We want to try them out for a month. You can do a 1-month all sports pass. All of Shane's premium plays for 1 month will get you in action here for the first 3 weeks of college football, as well as the first couple weeks of the NFL. As 2 weeks from today is when the Bills take on the Rams, right? We have that bye week next week, and then before you know it, here we go. It's time to start the NFL season. So good time to get on board with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs with that 1-month all sports pass. Don't forget his baseball, because the baseball will also be part of that 30-day all sports pass. Will take you right near the end of the regular season. So that 1-month pass is the way to go. Remember, the August promo is AUG15, AUG15. And that will save you 15% off at checkout. So get on board there with that promo and save some money and make money with Shane Mickle. All right, Shane, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again next week.
Sounds good. Have a good weekend, Tony.
You got it. Shane Mickle here on the Drive To. Let's continue our coverage. Seeing more and more people sign in here on the show. Just a reminder, if you miss any of our picks, stay tuned. We'll do a recap at the end of the show. We'll get all the picks to you. Let's continue on here on the Drive To. Let's welcome in Millz Young to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. A week off in the MMA this year, but we're not off in sports, man. Lots of football and baseball happening. What's happening, Millz?
Hey, what's going on, Tony, man? What's up to everybody in the chat, man? Just trying to, take it day by day and get this cash.
Get this cash. We told you we had this game double cover. We got double coverage on this one. We had the side here from Sean. Now we got the total here from Millz in this one. Texans here to host the 49ers. The 49ers 2.5, total 40.
Yeah, man. I'm going to be looking at this game a little bit different. I got to play on the over. When you're looking at it, like some people said already, you got the 49ers. They're going to be looking to play their starters, a little bit more than your typical coach on the third preseason game, right? Not just that. You have 2 teams that's really not good. So when 2 teams are really not good in the preseason, you're not trying to, pull the plug on them at any time. One thing that I like, the backups for the 49ers, they played pretty well. I think it was Nate Sudfeld. He came in. I think he went 13 of 17 with 108 yards and 1 touchdown. Pretty productive. And then even the guy that was behind him, Brock Purdy, he came in for bulk of it and even got some decent yards. The 49ers are a run-heavy team. so they can actually put up points that way. On the other side, man, I'll be honest, the Texans, they got to see what's going on with that backup quarterback spot. So, you can definitely see Allen out there getting a lot of reps and trying to put up some points because, like you said, who knows if he's going to be for sure the number 2 backup for this team. The over is 1-1 on both these teams so far in the preseason. But the thing that I like is Houston is 8-3 on the over at their last 11 home games. So, I'm going to be taking the over in this game. It's over 40. I want to say, you can get that at a -110. That's the prop I got to get you on the board to win.
Yeah, over 40. There are some 40.5s out there. I see 40s in other places as well. So it's pretty, the numbers are a little all over the place here. But yeah, we'll go 40, over 40 here. Texans and 49ers in this one. Yeah, as we talked about this game earlier, there's no doubt that I do believe Allen better look over his shoulder and come in with a really good performance. And of course, those late, at those late stages is really where you see these totals come across, against some of these, backup defensive players here. But then you've got some NFL experience there under center here for the Texans in those late stages.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, Allen was the backup at Cincinnati Bengals when they got Joe Burrow, I want to say. And then, I think they got, who else they got back there? Strider, I want to say. He has some experience as well. Yeah, and like you said, it's those late quarters, to where you can get like 17 points in the fourth quarter. And you're like, all right, I didn't really plan on that, So, yeah, and the over so far in preseason, they've been pretty good. Cash into that as well. So, yeah, I'm on the over right here. I wish I would have known about the preseason plays a little bit earlier than last week. But I found out a little bit too late about them. So, ever since I've been on them, though, we've been doing good at that. Both my preseason plays I gave out last week on the drive-through, last week hit and the week before hit. So let's make it 3. 3 amigos, cash.
That's right, cash in there here with the Texans and 49ers. Over a total of 40. This one to have a start time here of 8:15 Eastern time. All right, Millz, let's go over at Pick Dogs Premium here for tonight's action. Of course, we mentioned with Millz, he's been on fire here in the MMA. To nearly 2,200 units of profit in the MMA for 2022. He's been on fire. Last 7 days, all sports combined showing profit as well. 205 units of profit. We've got 6 games on the board for Major League Baseball, 2 preseason NFL. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I got 1 player on the board in baseball today. Yesterday, I went 1 in what do you want to call it? 1-0-1 because I got a push. So thank good for the push. But today I got my baseball play out there. That's my Money Love baseball play. Then I also got 1 play out there in NFL too. It's on the other game that you have on the board. So yeah, I would say you know what today is, Tony. We got UFC around the corner. We don't, But if you guys do get the 3-day pass, we do got some MMA events going on tomorrow in LFA, another organization. I have some parlays and some picks I could give you on there if you guys are interested. But besides that, no Bellator, no PFL, no UFC till next week. So, I got 2 plays on the board to get you some money today, though.
That's right. Money today, guys. Got on board with Millz Young over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers MMA, but he's got a play tonight on the board. He does have an MLB Money Love baseball play up there. That's his $15 premium play. Credit guarantee must win or the amount is credited back in your account for side credits. That's what credit guarantee means. Also an NFL best bet of the day on the board as well. So get on board here with Millz. But again, the long-term passes, I know we talked the 3 days, but why don't you go ahead and get on longer term? Let's get it. You've seen the numbers. He's proved himself to you. He's proved to you in MMA. Just get the 1 month pass now. All right, get on board with that 1 month all sports pass from Millz. 30 days coverage here from MMA, of course, the major leagues up there, UFC, Bellator, and if he's in action with the other leagues out there, they will be in the part of your package. Also, in that 1 month all sports pass will be all Millz' baseball here for 30 days. All of his college football. Remember, week 0 is this weekend, so you get 3 weeks of college football, 2 weeks of NFL. Actually, another week of NFL because we got the preseason this week as well. We got action Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in NFL preseason. We get the bye week. And then here we go with two regular season weeks here under that 1 month all sports plan because 2 weeks from today, the Bills are out in our territory here taking on the Rams. that's when it gets started, guys. So get that 1 month all sports pass from Millz. Use the promo code AUG15, AUG15, and that will save you 15% off. And of course, that's the way to roll here over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Millz, as always, great having you show. We'll tune into your UFC show next week, a week from Saturday, because they're off this week. But I still know you do contribute to the weekend shows as well.
I will be on this week's Sunday show. Yes, definitely. I got my Sunday cleared off. So, yeah, I'm going to be on there with Sunday with the morning crew talking about our best bets. I'm going to definitely target a winner in there and give you a daily winner. So by the time you get your coffee, you already have some money to put on the plate too. So, yeah, you can't miss it. Tune on in Sunday morning. I want to say it's going to be like 6:30 Eastern time, 9 p.m. It's like 6 p.m. Pacific time.
It's like it's 10 a.m. Eastern. They started off 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific time is when they got that morning show rolling. So you'll be on one of those segments there, Millz. So we'll catch you there, man.
Yes, sir, man. Keep you going, man. Tony's doing a great, wonderful job out here. Everybody in the chat, man, keep doing what you guys doing. Hit that like button for us. It don't hit back.
That certainly doesn't. That's right, Millz. Take care. Have a great week. We'll talk next week.
All right, Tony.
You got it. Millz Young here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we will do a recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. All right, now it's time to welcome in the number one handicapper in NFL preseason this year. This is Jay Briggs, man. He has been on absolute fire, of course, top of the leaderboards over at Pick Dogs Premiums. He just joined us here this month. Let's bring him in right now. Jay, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony?
Oh, man, we're all waiting for you, man. We got the number one guy from in preseason right now. NFL has been killing the bookmaker. And tonight, here we go, 8 Eastern time as the Chiefs here host the Packers. The Packers 1.5 on the road. Total sits at 37.5.
All right, man. So this was my angle in this game. Granted, guys, it's still preseason. There's not a whole lot of information out there. You got to kind of read in between the lines, try to get any coach's quote you can. That's what the preseason been mostly. And and as you guys can see, I've been doing pretty well with it. So I got another one right here for a free pick wise. I'm leaning Green Bay. I like Green Bay to win against the Chiefs in Arrowhead. I just think Jordan Love plays a little more today. I think he gets maybe first half, maybe into the third until Etlin comes in. What is Jordan Love? What is his plan? What is Green Bay's plan with him now, man? You know what I'm saying? How much time is he going to be getting?
It looks.
What you feel like? What is their game plan with Jordan Love?
Well, their plan, what I've read yesterday in the previews, looking at this game, is their plan was they're going to play heavy minutes with Jordan Love. I mean, long term. Oh well, yeah. Well, again, it all depends on how long Aaron Rodgers wants to play, right? I mean, that's what it comes down to. I mean, and of course, when Love's contract's up, that's when it's time to make the decision, right? That's going to be the decision for the Packers. Do we pull the old Tom Brady, part ways, and let's go with the young guy, or do we hold on to Aaron Rodgers, who probably wants to play into his? You never know. These guys love the football. I mean, Aaron Rodgers looks to me as a guy that will play as long as his body lets him play. I think he's kind of like not same mold as Tom Brady. He'll play into his 40s if he wants to.
That's kind of plays into my point. Like, I don't really understand what Green Bay is game plan is with Jordan Love. But I say all that to say he is the number 2 quarterback on their roster, but he could probably start somewhere. And I think he gets a lot of minutes tonight in this ball game. And I just trust him way more than I trust like Buechele and any of the other quarterbacks Kansas City has out there. Andy Reid tends to not really play anybody anyways in the third game of the preseason. I just think Green Bay edges this one out. It's a lean at best, but I think Green Bay pulls this one out. So.
Yeah, it has been ugly. It's been ugly here for the Chiefs numbers-wise. They're averaging just 259 yards for the preseason, and they run the ball for only 57 yards, 2.7 yards per rush attempt. Probably just plain vanilla. Especially these coaches who are really good at play calling and running, and they really don't show much. They don't show anything. And we saw that with McVay here with the Rams. They don't like to show a lot in the preseason. It's kind of plain vanilla to make it easy for the defense.
Yeah, and I kind of just feel that way too. I kind of think the Chiefs just pack it in tonight, getting ready for the regular season. I mean, who's to say Green Bay really doesn't do the same? I just think Green Bay's twos are better than Kansas City's twos, if you will. So that's why I'm leaning Green Bay. That's where I'm at tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about that here. So we're looking. Also, they've moved the ball more effectively at 363 yards, averaging almost 100 yards more, actually over 100 yards more per game here. Of course, when we say that, Green Bay hasn't played their starters, right? These are all backup numbers here. So they've been able to put up 363 yards a game with their backups.
Exactly. They got more continuity, you know what I'm saying? This is their third game, you know what I mean? So the Chiefs, you know, they played their starters they've played their starters more than Green Bay has, most definitely. So, and I think a lot of backups tonight. Green Bay has been playing with them more. I think Green Bay edges them.
Been more effectively, no doubt about that. Of course, then we know with Andy Reid, he just let's get out of town, let's get down to the serious business. And as we said, when you look at the numbers there, and it hasn't been much, no deception whatsoever there on the Chiefs. We've got the play here. It's a money line play here from Jay here on the Packers money line minus 125 against the Chiefs. This one will have a start time here of 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight action. As we talked about, Jay has been on absolute fire in the NFL preseason. 790 units of profit, all documented. You can verify that by going to Jay's handicapper page over at Pick Dogs. And when you go and check out his history page, will be easy. You don't have to go through too many pages. He just started here this month, and man, he's been on fire here. So you don't have to hit too many clicks, so you can see all the plays real quickly. So get on board here with Jay over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's been doing great work here, showing profit the last 30 days this year, 7 days yesterday. It's been nothing but plus. All right, Jay, 6 games on the board here for Major League Baseball, 2 in the preseason. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
So I got 3 plays up there tonight for you guys. I got the 1 game in the NFL preseason. We try to stay hot over there. I also got my MLB best bet up there for you guys tonight. I really love that play, man. I think that play is a home run smash, no doubters, no sweat. That's how I feel about that one. And I also got a 3-pack up there. That includes another play on the diamond tonight that I love. And for my long-term people, y'all got an extra play up there tonight too. So hop on them long-term packages, man. I really be giving those guys extra plays just because they be showing the love. Or you guys can hop on that, like I said, that 3-pack, the 7-day, the 30-day, or hop on the NFL season pass. NFL is right around the corner. Like Tony said, I've been killing in the preseason, and I plan on doing the same thing in the regular season. I know, granted, it's a little different, but we're gonna put the work in, man, and we're gonna show these units. We're gonna push out these units, man. So be sure to hop on all that. Let's keep making money. Let's keep making money.
So keep making with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs. You see numbers here, 790 units of profit, all documents tonight over at Pick Dogs. Jay does have a Moneymaker Thursday here, a 3-pack up there. So get on board with that. The $40 credit guarantee. And of course, it includes his preseason best bet, MLB best bet in there as well in that 3-pack. Of course, credit guarantee means that the package must show a profit or the amount you paid for is credited back in your account for site credit. So credit guarantee right now over at Pick Dogs on that 3-pack here from Jay. He does have standalone plays here with his $15 premium MLB best bet, his NFL preseason best bet standalone, all credit guarantee as well. Or as Jay was mentioning, the long-term passes, those aren't credit guarantee because they're already sold at a discount. So why not go ahead and get on board with a Jay's monthly All Sports Pass, 1 month of all plays from Jay, all his NFL preseason, NFL regular season. Remember, it starts in 2 weeks. Bills at Rams 2 weeks away from today, as well as college football for the first 3 weeks. We get into week 0 here on Saturday. Or if you want to just get on board with Jay's NFL season pass, you're impressed with these numbers, you've made a ton of money from Jay in the preseason, well, just invest it into an NFL season pass, only $500 right now. And you can save some money. You can save $75 off that right now when you use the August promotion. It's AUG15, AUG15. That will take 15% off that $500 price tag. Of course, Jay's NFL season covers all preseason, all regular season, and all postseason, all the way to the Super Bowl at that one low price. So get on board right now. You can access Jay's page. Just click the link to the site in the comments and below, in the description below, and then click the All Cappers tab. And you'll find them there and get signed up. All right, Jay, as always, great having you show. Keep up that great work, Tony. And we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
See y'all guys tomorrow, man. Or guys, hey, hop on a 2-for-1 capper special. Pair me up with anybody on here, man. Everybody's really on fire right now, so pair me up with anybody. Let's keep making money.
Keep making money indeed. Jay Briggs here on the drive through. Let's continue our coverage, guys. We've seen a lot of people sign in. If you missed our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We got through it. Now it's time for my play, so I'll get my game card up for you right now. We're going to look at Major League Baseball. The late night game here tonight between the Yankees and the Oakland Athletics. So we'll get the game up for you here. Athletics and Yankees. Yankees 220 here on the road. The total sits here at 7.5. I'm going to be looking here at the run line, taking the plus 1.5 runs here with the Athletics here in this one. Oakland Athletics plus 1.5 runs, plus 115 here against the Yankees. Jameson Taillon, I have nothing wrong with Taillon. I think he's done effective work. He's pitched well against some of the lesser teams that he's faced this season. ERA of 4, a whip of 1.13, 20% strikeouts. But Caprillion, well, in 20 starts, he has an ERA just over 4, whip of 1.33. The strikeouts are 60%, but that might help him here in this big ballpark. And of course, these teams that hit with power always seem to have struggles here in Oakland with that big ballpark. We saw that with the Blue Jays when they went and had a struggle, scoring runs. Of course, Yankees a little bit of a high here, a 3-game win streak. Remember, there's just 7-14 here in August, and over their past 10 games, they're just hitting 176 against right-handers. And Caprillion, well, Caprillion's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 7 of his past 9 starts. As a matter of fact, in these games that have these really low totals, like this one here, when we talked about the total here, the total sits here at 7.5. In these games that are lined at between 7 and 8.5 runs, Caprillion 14-4 to the run line. So we're looking for a 1-run decision here. And we will take the Oakland Athletics here plus the 1.5 runs. Remember, lose by 1. This still cashes here at plus the 115. All right, guys, check out Pig Dogs Premium. My 3-packs off the board already because it was early starts, but I do have my $15 premium best bet now on the board, so get on board with that. I am the number 2 unit producer in baseball right now, documented over at Pig Dogs Premium, so get on board. When I get on board with my long-term passes, my 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass, get all my premium plays for that time period. Just select when you go over to the handicapper page and make that purchase. The AUG15 promotion will knock off 15% off, or why not go on board with that 2-for-1 cap promotion? Get a 1-month all sports pass from me, 30 days of plays, premium plays here from baseball, NFL, college football, and of course you add the second capper. Why not add Big Al McMordie? Why not add Jay, Sean Murphy, Alex Smart, Shane Mickle, Millz. 2-for-1 cap promotion, your best value over at Pick Dogs. All right, let's continue on here with the show. It is now time to recap the plays, so let's go ahead and bring the games up from this evening. All right, we got to start here with Alex Smart. We go CFL here, as Alex here likes the Winnipeg team. And let me go ahead and get my pick off the board here. Here we go. Alex likes the Winnipeg team, Winnipeg Blue Bombers, minus 4.5 here against Calgary. We had Sean here on the Texans, plus 2.5 against the 49ers. We had Big Al McMordie with the Twins, plus 145 against the Astros. Shane was on the Mets Rockies over 7. Millz likes the Texans 49ers over 40. Do your shopping. Make sure you get that 40. That is the key number. Jay here on the Packers money line, minus 125 against the Chiefs. Yours truly here, Athletics run line, the plus 1.5 runs, plus the 115 here against the Yankees. The one I like the most here, yeah, I think Sean convinced me on that one. Yeah, the Texans here at plus 2.5. All right, that'll do it here for this edition of the Drive Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We have a full board of games. Looks like there's one 6:40 start, and the rest of them in prime time. So lots of action here. 2 preseason NFL games as well on the board. CFL action as well. So make sure you tune in again tomorrow live, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll get those picks for you here from the primetime game. So make sure you tune into the Drive Thru. Don't forget, it gets started every single day, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It's the morning show. It's Mitch and it's Chris. So tune into that. Also, I'm going to make note of the video series out there, Ron Romanelli's MLB Rundown. Are you checking out? Are you the one of those 15,000 a day that we've views that video? Gets a lot of views. It's good quality, guys. So make sure that you check out that Ron Romanelli MLB Rundown every single day. That's his video series that airs every single day over at Pick Dogs, as well as Javon's parlay video of the day. We also have Millz and Brad Francis with their UFC show, not this weekend, but the following weekend. There's no UFC this week, so on UFC weekends, they will air a show immediately following the morning show on Saturday. And of course, don't forget Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. Lots of video series up here, more live shows as well coming aboard too as well. So make sure you stay tuned. And of course, and more importantly, make sure you subscribe to the channel, right? Like and subscribe. And you always like to set those notifications. So when we're live, you're live with us. So you don't miss the picks and have to wait to the recap to get caught up on everything. So be live with us. And if you want to place a bet, you want to make sure you get the best number before these line moves. And we're kind of here at the move time at this hour, so you want very important to watch us live. All right, that'll do it here for this edition of the show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from night. We're going to wait. Goodbye, you guys. You guys have a great evening.